Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Haaland! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
And here's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Is there any support? It's Neymar! They want to be quick to recover this. Has a look and place it forward. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Now it's Neymar. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's found a way through. Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Schneider. And it's Neymar. Cafu simply refused to be outdone there. Neymar. Sabitzer. Now it's Neymar. Bayer Leverkusen still without a single shot on target. Neymar. Oh, what has happened here? Now it's Sabitzer. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Neymar. Messi. Very nicely done. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Messi. 5 minutes till the break. Nicely aimed pass. And it's De Bruyne. Schneider.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Reflections on the first half. Great chance! It's there!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
The goal scorer.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Number 11, Luis Suarez.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar. Now it's Messi. He has found a way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tchouaméni getting this one clear. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's got the beating of his man. And a shot! And that is a save of real quality. Not easy by any means.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there. Schneider. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Tchouaméni. Spread it left. And it's Neymar.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! He scored! And this is getting better and better. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Substitution on the field. Number 11. Neymar.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Nice ball. He's had a hit! And it's there! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Coming on to replace him.
A case now of complete control.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Bayer Leverkusen are closing in on a comfortable win. Now it's Neymar. Cafu. Here's Tchouaméni. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then the...
Messi! No mistake! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
It's become a case of men against boys.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Wilshere. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tchouaméni, Luis Suarez. Now it's Luis Suarez. And that will be the final act. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Costa Curta with the clearance. Messi. Drop. He's had a hit! That's a half-decent try. Cleared without hesitation. Now there's a fine, but Soboslai! Oh, another save.
Yeah, while he won't be happy with some of the defending in front of him, he can hold his head high. That was a fantastic stop.
They want to be quick to recover this. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Sneijder. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Cleared without complication. Now it's Neymar. Costa Curta. Stood up well to him there. Bayer Leverkusen still without a single shot on target. Koundé.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal.
Now it's Neymar. Danger averted for now. Messi. Oh, and Messi! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Hits one! He's missed, but not by that far. Corner number 2 then. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Chelhanoglu. That's a fabulous ball. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Chouameni. Now Van de Ven. Chouameni. Saliba. And it's Neymar. No outsmarting him this time. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Szoboszlai. Batistuta. Well, that's well seen too. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. He's got the shot away! It's there!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little in...
Shapes to shoot! He scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Indonesia grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Good pressure, good intensity.
Well, with his set of skills, he has to stir the most concern and the most attention.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Suarez. Messi! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Bayer Leverkusen certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Szoboszlai is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Robertson. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Schneider looking to get on the end of this. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Messi. And Robertson. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a nicely measured pass. Decent hit! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! Into the lead once more.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Number 11, Luis Suarez. Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Bayer Leverkusen go into the lead.
Look, I just think they've kept at it and got their reward. Now they need to hang on to it. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Mbappe, and can he finish? He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
On the field, number 19,
Indonesia
Messi.
choosing to
Number
make the first
13,
change.
Joshua
Bayer
Kimmich.
Leverkusen could not
Coming
have
on the
picked a
field,
better time to
number
snatch a
5,
2-goal lead. Is
Serge
there
Gnabry.
still time for a
Number
response?
3,
Well, I think-
Conte.
And that will be the final act. Bayer Leverkusen are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. And here's Neymar. He's in, surely! The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest, and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
Doue. Kamada. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Messi. Schneider. And it's Messi. He's gone for goal! Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. Schneider with the short one. Galatasaray are looking to go forward now. No goals as yet. Hakimi. Julie. Hakimi. That is good strength.
Galatasaray clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Doue. Wilshere. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Neymar. He is just caressing the ball. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's played in low. Great hit! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! He has gobbled up his 20th goal. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
He is through here. That's a good run
There
down
will
the
be
left.
1 minute added time.
Now who's going to be first to this? And we hit half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Bayer Leverkusen come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Bayer Leverkusen really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Messi. And it's Wilshere. And he's cut it out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Neymar, and he cuts out the supply. Musiala. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Doue, he's got away. He's got tall. Really well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
A goal scorer for Galatasaray after 61 minutes.
What a great header, got plenty on that.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
The attendance for this
And
match
that has
was
added a whole new complexion to the game.
71,649.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Van Dijk. Oh, what a mistake! He's had a hit! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And they're back in front! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Number 10, Messi.
Wilshere will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Luis Suarez! It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cafu. Chouameni. Chance to shoot now. And here's Neymar, hits one! He's got a goal! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
Number 20.
Bayer Leverkusen take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Galatasaray can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
He's in plenty of space here.
There will be 5
Kamada.
minutes added time.
That's a fab chance! He scores! Deep into injury time!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Number 7. Didier Drogba. Didier Drogba. Didier Drogba. Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 73.
Final checks on the
Coming on the
touchline.
field
A
is
change about to
number
occur.
29.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Galatasaray give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure?
Has a go! They've scored! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Calm, composed, confident, what a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox.
Number 7.
And that will be the final act. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Well, games at this level don't come too much bigger than this one. 90 minutes to decide whether they can take the big step up. The manager has challenged his players to deliver a statement, a warning shot to prospective opponents for next season. This is it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Bayer Leverkusen cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. And here's Messi. He's had it taken off him. Zalewski. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's managed to get free.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. Very nicely done. It's a throw-in. Wilshere. Wilshere will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Luis Suarez, and he was alert to it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
The ball's gone astray.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Oh, super ball. Zalet, real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
It's really well cleared. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Messi! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And we have liftoff. Liftoff to a higher level, ignited by this most high caliber of players. That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know, what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, Peter, this now poses the...
Got a shot away! Ronaldo providing an outlet on that flank. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score.
There will be
And it's
1
Messi.
minute added time.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And the half-time whistle goes. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to...
He's had a hit! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Boca Juniors were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Schneider. And it's Neymar. Wilshere. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Luis Suarez. Wilshere. Messi. Now it's Messi. Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Fratesi clears
The
it away.
attendance for this match was
Boca Juniors appear to be
71,649.
happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That has been knocked clear. He's looking wide. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Zalewski. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's in a good position here. And they've got rid. And he's there to retrieve it. And Alexander-Arnold. Chouameni. And it's Wilshere. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Pinches it off him. That is a great pick out. And here's Messi. Chance! And he's following up. It's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
After 87 minutes is
Boca Juniors choosing to make the first change.
It's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable.
There's the hit! And he hits the net! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending!
After 90 minutes.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Boca Juniors give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Number 50.
And the referee brings it to a close. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass.